me.
He missed last week. That's why he trying to make his
Dion.
presence known.
Oh, that's what it is, Isha. Boy being mad polite. What's up?
Hey,
He
Isha,
wanted in last week.
next time I swing through North Carolina, I'm gonna let you know.
My son gonna be here.
I don't give a damn shit.
You said what that's supposed to mean? She's trying to get it popping or something. She had to put you on pause.
Be shooting this shot. Okay, B.
My son gonna be here.
Wait, B, that was you shooting your shot? Oh, you got better.
I just said I'm gonna swing through now.
No, I'm
right.
saying.
Yeah.
I can't go out to eat with B because B gonna be wearing some buns. So you know.
Credit.
Yo, B. That was a better shot than your normal shots, though, B.
No, but I got a brother who live in Durham. I'm gonna hit you up though next time I come through. We can go to the outlet or something. They got some restaurants out there.
Look at he's still going.
Just no paint and sips. None of those.
Huh?
I said no paint and sips. None of those.
None of them. None of them.
So wait, going to the outlets, that's a date?
No,
but they got restaurants at the outlets.
Oh, you gonna go to the restaurants?
Yeah.
What do they have? Auntie Anne, like the pretzel places and shit?
No.
And a popcorn place.
Hey, so you going, Isha? You going with him?
Right?
Y'all get off my back.
Yo, Adrian, you were supposed to be in DC, right?
When?
You said something. You was coming to DC for the water, something in the water. That's why I sent you that message on Facebook. I thought you was in DC.
Nah, I might come up there the 9th. I might come up there the weekend of the 9th.
You said you was coming for your birthday or something, right? Oh, okay. I misunderstood then. Okay.
But was it something in the water in Virginia Beach?
No, it was a Pharrell festival that he had in DC, and he named it something in the water.
No, it originates in Virginia Beach, but they did it this year in Washington, D.C.
Oh, okay.
It was 3 days. It was cool, but it just not the same. You know what I mean? Because there ain't no beach for real. So, but it was a lot of people in the city. And then we had this thing called Hookie Fest, which is a Caribbean festival.
I would have went to that.
Yeah, it was cool. So they had like a fake Juve and shit like that. So, and then there was something else too. I forget, but it's always something out here, especially in the summer.
Hey, yo, I still got time to go like make me a drink, yo.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm waiting. I just started.
I got 9 minutes.
I hit the button. I just want everybody to get a chance to file in. Go ahead, do your thing.
Hey, I see my. You know what I'm saying? Call me A Mike. Let me change my name to A Mike, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? How you change your name?
Double click it. Double click your name on the screen.
Damn, my shit big as hell. How I make it small? Y'all huge.
What?
All right.
That's what she said.
It ain't working. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, man. Damn. All right, so let me sound check y'all real quick. Yo, Isha, let me hear yours real quick.
Am I good?
Yeah, check. Everybody unmute for a second, because I just want to make sure that we don't have any echoes as well. Go ahead, Adrian.
Yo, A Mike in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you one of the last niggas to get a mic.
That's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Why is it so low though? I need something to be up like here. I might gotta sit it on.
It sound good. You just want to show it off, baby boy.
Yeah.
Listen for the sound. You good. You had it to your left, just how you had it. You can see it.
Right.
Everybody know you got a mic.
I got a mic. All right. Y'all like it? Y'all like it today? All
Look,
right.
Bub came through with a mic and the headphones though.
Oh yeah, I gotta get some headphones. All right, Bub.
Yo, sound check, Bub.
What's good?
Can you turn it up a little bit, your mic? See if you can. It's straight. B.
Yo.
Yo, it's like you talk like you watch 90s movies, nigga.
I do.
Word. Q, what's up?
Hey, shit. Adrian in that deadly corner, though. That corner, niggas get in that corner, they freeze up. Yo, that should be having me hollering.
Yo, nigga,
Yeah,
why
don't
you
ever
was
put me in that
laughing
corner.
so hard? You was dying off that shit, Q, from like Jump Street though. Why was that shit so funny to you?
I don't know, but I tell you, it happened tonight. I'm going in like that shit funny to me. I don't know.
Yo, you was laughing as soon as he started freezing though. That's what made it funny.
I think I need a blink stare, honestly.
The first
You
one's
knew-
because of Bub's face. Bub's facial expressions was hilarious.
Yo,
And he was like,
I can't help it when I hear something crazy just come up out of me.
yo, Buzz tried to help him. He like, yo, you on mute. Oh man, Shanae, let me hear yours.
"What's up?"
You good, Alex?
Hey,
You good? You got the brown chair and all that?
of course. Of course.
Just making sure, man. You know, I don't like change. Look at Adrian fucking chair though.
It's a little worn. It's a little worn.
Yo, he should have rolled that shit out the way when he got it.
I thought there was a zipper. Oh,
Like the stuff is coming out the
Ain't
line.
no
Oh,
motherfucking zipper. That nigga chair is fucked up. Damn.
Crazy.
All right. We here, man. This might be risky. DJ Hampton Stampede, we in the building. Yeah, man. As you can see, we getting set up. Everybody filing in. I appreciate y'all joining. They filing in early too. Everybody on time. We got to start being on time, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a dope show, and I think people really look forward to it. So we got to make sure we perform. You feel me? But perform in integrity, like, you know, say what the fuck you mean what the fuck you say, type shit. You know, Ish, what up? Second. So you been in a hiatus. Now you was here early and all that, man. I'm
On
proud
time,
of
I was on time.
you. Indeed. We're gonna get you a new camera though.
There you go, showing off for the public.
Yo, I ain't know niggas still did picture walls, Ish. I thought that was a thing in the past.
You know what? It's coming back out. It's not in my living room like your grandma's, you know.
Yo, my grandma had so many pictures. I don't even know them niggas. You know who in those pictures. Q is good.
On him ain't shit. I'm just glad I ain't freezing right now. You know.
I think my shit was free. You might have jinx niggas in the corner.
Yo, Adrian frozen right now.
Nah,
You just don't know.
Yeah, I keep getting this sick. I'm about to turn everybody's shit off. All these iPads about to go off and all that in the house. Apps is good.
Oh shit! Here we
Oh
go.
my God.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
What button were you looking for?
Wait, you already spoke to me. You already did my sound check. I didn't go back around. My fault.
Shanae was. Oh, you changed your name, Miss Nay, huh? Now,
yes.
the name, I'm getting a little bit of an echo, so make sure nobody watching the show and all that. Miss Nays. Now you know these names follow. You know when people see you in the street, that's what they're gonna be calling you.
Well, my name is Shanae. Well, my family calls me Nay. Or Nay, Miss Nay.
Okay, well, which one? You said 6 names.
My full name is Shanae Nicole, but people call me Nay or Nay. That's what my family calls me. So you can call me Nay. That's cool.
Okay, where's
Still
Bone?
got the feedback.
Yeah, we got a little bit of feedback. Everybody, do me turn. If you got a mic, turn it down just a tad bit. That may be the issue.
Yo,
B,
it's
you're not.
probably my joint, yo. My bad. You know what I'm saying?
But it was talking about your chair.
Yo,
That's cool. It's my old work chair. I got a new
We
chair
know.
at my job, so I took this one here.
No. That's your old work chair.
Yo, there's people out there who don't even got a chair, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I don't want to hear that shit,
What
bro.
you got, bro?
I hate when people say shit like that. They be like, you be looking. Remember, you niggas used to Joan on niggas' clothes, right?
Yeah.
And then they be like, my grandma bought me this. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, my mom brought me some N1 track suits last year, yo. 2 of them. But I wear them, especially if I'm driving somewhere far. I'm gonna throw my little N1 track suit on, man.
You gotta cut the N1 off though.
No, I don't. Yo, I'm mad old with mad kids, yo. I don't care.
Where's
Don't
it
wear them
going,
joints
man?
out the house. Hey,
I could wear it for a road trip. I can't wear it for a road trip.
Nah, what
nah.
if you get in a car accident? Nigga, they had to cut that shit off. Nigga, you gonna be on World Star. You gotta be careful. All right, man. This might be risky. We here. All right. First topic. I wanted to broach this right here because I saw it. So I just was wondering what you guys' thoughts were on this topic here. So, 1 second. Let me find it. Did you guys see this? Did y'all hear about the new Buzz Lightyear origin story? Nah. So you know Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story, though, right? Remember? Nigga, he didn't know he was a toy and shit. So they actually did an origin story of the real Buzz Lightyear that they made the toy after. So it's kind of small, but the Buzz Lightyear origin story film featuring a lesbian kiss has been banned in 14 Middle East and Asian countries. So what happens is there's a black woman who's a lesbian, and it's a cartoon, obviously. And so she kisses her partner in the movie. And so that scene got it banned in 14 Middle Eastern and Asian countries. So I just want to get you guys' take on it, considering we are still in June, in the spirit of Pride Month. I wanted to get you guys' take on that. The fact that scene got it banned in 14 different countries. It doesn't meet the regulatory office announced that Lightyear, which is scheduled for release on the 16th June, is not licensed for public screening in all cinemas. Based on their content standards. I just want to get everybody's take on this. Isha, what you think?
I kind of agree. I agree with that because sometimes I feel like they are pushing the homosexual agenda on children. So, hey, to each his own.
Wait, that's not the same thing.
Well, their countries is their own. I mean, I agree.
But to each his own would mean that you okay with it being shown too, right?
Well, if we were showing it, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I can see why somebody else wouldn't show it. I still have the same view. Like, I think that we push the homosexual agenda on children.
Okay, so you agree with those countries, though?
I do.
Okay. And would you, if your son was that age, what is that age?
See, I think Toy Story, those children are young, like
yeah,
maybe like 3 to 10. So
I think 10 is too old.
What you think, Bub?
Yo, I agree with those countries, man. Like, for real. I don't have a problem with that at all. Take it out. You know what I'm saying? They got high standards. They got morals. I totally 100% agree. Just like I don't even agree with the notion that they made, Bert and Ernie came out. Come on, man, knock it off. Since when?
Bert and Ernie.
But yeah, from Sesame Street, man. Come on, man.
What happened?
How you gonna ruin everybody's childhood by saying they were so close because they was gay? Man, knock that shit off.
I didn't even hear that shit.
Yeah, bro. That's word. Look it up. Word up. Gotta knock it off. So I agree with those countries, man. You gotta nip that shit in the bud before I get too out of control. Bro.
Word.
Let these kids be kids.
What you think, Q?
I don't know. I've kind of always had this take. Like, there was a time where, you had gay people in your family and you knew they were gay by the mannerisms or the way that they carried themselves, but they weren't overly putting it out there in everybody's faces. And when I came out, was okay with that. Like, I never really felt the need to be like, hey, look at me, I live this certain lifestyle. I think that with that film, it's almost like they're trying to overly normalize homosexuality, and it's not for everybody. I still believe that, you know, you don't you have an inclination towards it. You're not born gay, etc. So to have that be imparted on the minds of young children who are still trying to develop, I don't think that that's really the wave. Again, why I'll be the worst person for the LGBTQ them people, uh, because I have different views. But I do kind of get like what they were trying to do with it is be all inclusive, because they're like, listen, it's a part of our society. Kids are gonna see it regardless. You know, maybe they were thinking along those lines. So yeah, I support those countries' decisions. Um, and yeah, you know, I think the whole thing is a very fine line. You start to do that, then it opens up the doors for so many other things. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing cartoons with people sniffing lines of cocaine, but if that's what you choose to do, that's your private business. And I think the same thing about the homosexual lifestyle.
Word. Okay. Adrian, what's your take on it? Buzz Lightyear banned in 14 Middle Eastern and Asian countries. So one thing, a lot of those countries are predominantly Muslim also.
Mhm. My name A Mike, by the way. But
My fault.
but yeah, I'm in agreement, man. I was just having a conversation about the things that we are exposing our kids to at such a early age before they even know like who they are. So I wasn't even gonna see Buzz Lightyear. I thought about it just because it's something I could do with my girls, but now I'm definitely not going or taking them. And I'm about to tell their moms they can't take them to see it. So
Where did they take them?
they're not gonna take them if I tell them not to.
Okay.
But it's not even. Hold on. So let me. They be watching too. So, but it's not. Put him in the fucking bed. Hold on. Let me explain. It's a mutually respectful thing, though. Like I don't come at them like do whatever I say. You better do it. But it's more so they like, hey, if they need something, they know they coming to me. They know I take care of everything that's needed. So if I make a request, it's gonna be given.
Okay. Yeah, those your kids. Those ain't their kids.
I don't know. They can have them. They can have them if they want to.
Alex, what you think? Buzz Lightyear banned in 14 different countries for the lesbian kiss.
I think for me, in the other countries, a lot of other countries aren't as progressive as America is, and I think that's one thing to consider. So when we are making and creating certain movies, we are making them tailored to our audience. We are a lot more progressive. This is seeing same-sex couples is a little bit more of the norm, and we are in a society now where we are trying to be all-inclusive. However, when we are sending off these movies to other countries to go ahead and screen, it is their choice, and they're not as progressive. If they don't want to have that showed on their screens because of religious purposes or for whatever reason, I mean, that's their right and their business to do so. Just like I think in this country, if parents don't want to have their children exposed to it, don't take them to see the movie. You know it's going to be in there. It's your choice. You either take them or you don't take them.
Do you think that this is a movie that you're just saying don't go? I mean, this is a spinoff from Toy Story. From our childhood, that shit's pretty legendary.
I think they're running out of ideas. Personally, I don't think Buzz Lightyear needed a origin story. Just let it be. But I also feel like being an adult watching Toy Story, it was a little bit grown. But when I was a child and I was watching it, a lot of things went over my head. As an adult now watching it, I'd have been like, oh, okay.
What do you mean by progressive?
So in America, you know, as a whole, the traditional family has changed, right? It doesn't always look like, it's not a nuclear family. It's not always the mom, the dad, the children, right? Some people are raised by their grandparents. Some people have two dads. Some people have two moms, right? So in America, it's acceptable, right? But in those other countries, a lot of times it's against the law. People are.
What do you mean by progressive though? Because if you break apart the nuclear family and you don't reproduce, your country dies. That would be regressive. So what do you mean progressive?
To America, what we're doing. Let me not.
It's a hard question. Think about it. I'll come back to you. I see you fucked up a little bit. Yeah, I'll come back to you.
Okay, thanks.
It's all good. I you know what I mean. It's a hard question because I, you know what I mean. We could drill down on it. B, what's popping? What you think?
I mean, at the end of the day, we have to look at those countries, and we have to first determine several aspects of those countries. One of the things you hit on is Muslim. We will also have
hold on. Sorry, B. But I can't let that fucking slide, bro.
Bruh. Put him in the fucking bed.
What fucking word did you just make up on the fly? I'm getting pissed.
What did I say? That was wrong.
No. Ain't no what I say with the stutter. Week after week, you making words up, bro.
Yo. What word did I just use that isn't the word, in your opinion?
Atrospect. What is
atrospect? Atrospect?
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here.
What's the correct pronunciation?
I don't know what word it is.
We have to look at the atrospect.
The fact that I feel like I'm the only person other than B that didn't get it. Am I okay?
Atrospect is the word in the atrospect.
What the fuck are you? What are you trying to say?
So what I'm trying to say is aspect. Okay, that too. What I'm trying to say is that other countries, see, we have to take into account the All right, so other countries, they just don't believe in that type of stuff. So we would have to look at it from that perspective. And let's go into a country who does not support homosexuality and they choose to ban it in the country, then it is their right. I mean, what I'm saying is, let's say if that movie goes to China.
I know, we understand that, B, but what do you think?
I mean, I agree with it. I mean, I don't have an issue with it. I mean, if that country doesn't want to have that movie in their country being shown, I don't have a problem with it. I don't think that kids should be exposed to that type of stuff at such a young age. I just believe that they should just go to school, focus on those types of things, and not focus on homosexuality and kissing and sucking and all that other stuff.
Okay, so you agree with those countries?
Yeah, absolutely. Why does the child don't need to be exposed to that stuff anyway? I mean, shit, they already got enough going on anyway. Shit.
Okay. Hey, B, you better stop that shit, man. Get you a thesaurus, nigga.
Oh,
right. Jesus Christ. Miss Nay, what you think? Buzz Lightyear being banned in 14 different countries in the Middle East and in Asia.
I agree. I think that children are really impressionable, so you have to be careful what you expose them to. Mm-hmm. It's the same way as in America, we have parameters like PG-13 and rated R. So them doing that, I think that's a good thing. They also are in Muslim countries, and so in their country, they don't agree with those lifestyles. So I would agree that it's okay to ban that.
Well, our country's predicated on the Bible, so what would you say then?
But it's by choice, though. If you want to take your children, obviously you can, but we have certain parameters as well. We have rated R and under 17, PG-13. It's the same way. I wouldn't want to see a cartoon or something like that with overly sexualized things in it. So it'd be the same thing. I don't think it's any difference whether it's homosexual or it's even heterosexual. It's still a boundary and it's impressionable for kids.
But this one is rated PG. So what do the rating doesn't protect you anymore, huh?
I don't know if they have the same ratings as we have here, though. If theirs is PG, I mean,
no, but what I'm saying is this movie is PG, and yet it has sexual content.
I see. I didn't know that part.
But the kiss is a sexual, right?
I guess it can be, but they have their reasons why, and it's probably based on their religious beliefs, to be honest. But I agree, it should not be exposed.
Now, you said one thing, whether it be hetero or homosexual.
Mm-hmm. There's certain things that children shouldn't be exposed to.
Mm-hmm. So are you saying that there shouldn't be a mom and dad kissing in cartoons?
Not necessarily, but I mean, I don't know the depths of it. I don't know how It is. I mean, I feel like they're just they're putting too much out there for kids.
This shit getting difficult for you too. You want to take a second?
No, I don't. I mean, to Alex's point, when she said progressive, that's
nah, don't pull Alex in. Alex already fucked up. Let her marinate.
No, I mean, I just
don't do that here.
I don't think that it should just be exposed. It depends on how they're exposing it. I don't know. I don't know the depths of it. To them, maybe they feel like that's a little bit too much. We're force feeding children certain things.
Well, you though. So are you for it, against it, or to each his own?
I would be against it. I don't think it should be force fed. You know, if a child decides that that's what they want to do with their life later on, then that's on them. But I don't think it should be force fed.
How about if a mom and dad were kissing?
That's considered normal. So that's probably why it's normalized.
That could be problematic. Because I remember a couple episodes ago, you were saying when you went to the Pride Parade, it was just a bunch of love, roses, and bubbles.
It is love.
But you were championing it. So now you're saying that shouldn't be in a cartoon, but what we deem normal should.
But that's for us. I think that it's okay, you know, to go to a Pride Parade. I don't see anything wrong with it, but you don't have to take your children to it if you don't want to. So you don't, even if you have it in a movie, you don't have to take your children to it.
Because it's abnormal.
It's not considered abnormal to me. It's normalized society. Society looks at it as it's normal. Love is normal. Love is normal.
But you see how you threw in society before was you. What are you trying to say?
For me, I think love is normal. Love overall, it's a normal thing. God. But society doesn't see that as normal. Whether if it's if it's same sex.
Am I asking Q? Am I asking hard questions?
No, I think you're trying to trap people though with their own answers.
Well, no,
because notice the question you asked, Alex, you wouldn't ask me that question.
You didn't say that either, right? So my questions aren't. I'm literally asking based on what they're saying. I don't think that's unfair.
Yeah, but you're doing it in a way to where you're purposely allowing them to contradict themselves or do what sound like they contradicting themselves.
I'm asking questions, Q, based on what they're saying. How is it my fault?
Passive aggressiveness for me. Come on.
That's what she's saying. Wow. Not accepting our answer when we give it.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I was definitely not being passive aggressive. I'm genuinely asking. So, Isha, am I asking difficult questions?
I think you do try to get us to kind of go back on what we thought.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, right? That's my job we have to break it down, right? Because otherwise people get away with saying bullshit they might not even agree with themselves. You know what I mean? Like, because we say answers and this is good, cool. But then if it has something I want to explore, shouldn't that be okay?
I mean, that's the point of the podcast, right?
Yeah, because these two niggas is fucked up, E. Alex, you good now?
I mean, I said what I said. I don't know, but my other question is in these Muslim countries, right? Wouldn't any type of PDA be offensive to them, right? Whether it be heterosexual or homosexual, or sometimes even showing too much skin. Like, what is the extreme of what they're uncomfortable with? Is it just the lesbian kiss, or is it just PDA in general?
Yeah, that's fair. Because if you like Morocco, PDA would be offensive, right? But Afghanistan, I haven't heard of anybody being like reprimanded for public display. You know what I mean? So I think that's a fair point. It could be more than just the homosexual nature of the act, right? But I do still want to understand what makes us so progressive. And anybody can answer.
Nothing. We're not progressive at all. Like, America is terrible, and it's getting worse and worse and worse, where anything is allowed. You can do anything, and if you say something against it, they try to destroy you for standing up on principles, y'all. Like, it's crazy the amount of things that are accepted, yo. It's crazy. You can't challenge nothing, yo. So yeah, we're not progressive at all. It's just getting worse and worse. And I'm scared. Like, I legit had a thought a few days ago where, like, I'm scared for my kids, for how the world's gonna be in like 15 to 20 years, how it's gonna be here in America, y'all. It's crazy.
So, Adrian, in your opinion, which countries are progressive?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know enough about enough countries. I just know the one that I'm living in is getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And across the board, like, there's nowhere where you can say, well, hey, in this area though, America's doing good.
So is it safe to say that you have a plan, or is it suicide? If you're in a country that's not progressive and that's how you feel about it.
I feel like, well, I don't know. So I can only speak for the one that I'm in. So yeah, it's like, oh, hey, if you don't like America, you can always leave or something like that. But based off of so let me ask you this. In what way is America progressive?
Well, it depends on what aspects you're speaking of. I mean,
I'm asking you for any aspect at all. Any aspect at all.
So I think that as far as economics, we're not struggling to where other countries are economically. Because why do people come to this country?
Because we hide it well.
Huh?
Because we hide it well, but we definitely
listen, I checked my investments these past
so then I guess what I'm trying to say is this, because I love how you countered the question with a question, Adrian. But like, so if you feel like you're in a place where you're not progressing, why would you say
No.
There's got to be something
I
here.
never said I wasn't progressing. I said that America isn't.
But you said you were afraid
for my kids, for the environment that they're going to have to live in. That has nothing to do
wouldn't
with
you
me.
save and protect your children from that environment?
But it's only so much I can do.
How is that so? You get life every day. We are in control of our own destiny, right?
But what does it have to do with me? I don't control the destiny for my kids, and they still will have to be exposed to what the world is. And what can I do? We in the last days, like, this shit is evident. We're in a place, it's a scripture where it talks about people having itchy ears, right? So we're in a place where every single thing is accepted and people will believe the dumbest shit in the world. So all it's doing is causing so much individualism to where once people start dying off or certain shit affects certain people are not even going to care because we're not even unified enough. Because you got people who believe they animals now, and that's progressive. You don't see what that's going to possibly look like 10 years later to where you can legit claim you're not even a human. And if you don't accept it, though, it's going to be consequences to where people are going to try to cancel you, to where they'll stop you from even making a living if you stand on something that you believe in. And that's
the advocacy.
So I guess what I'm saying is there's people who make money in America and spend it in Dubai, right? There's people who make money in America and buy properties out the ass. There's people who make, so I think I get what you're saying. I think you're talking more about just where society is going as far as there's no set morals according to your religious beliefs.
But
is that correct?
Right. But regardless, even if you take religion out of it, if people continue to get divided to where people they're forcing you to take on things that are not even realistic. So we got to accept that because I was watching this thing that this white dude was working on, asking people what is a woman. We can't even define what a woman is. So was
America at some point not divided?
You said what?
Was America at some point not divided?
No, I'm not saying that it never.
So what's our prototype then?
Look at it now. So I get you're asking questions, but it's almost like you're tripping, Q.
I think it's just difficult questions for you to answer.
It's not a difficult question. I answered it. Wow. Every question you asked me, I answered it. If y'all truly feel like America is progressing and it's growing, y'all are bugging. Y'all are tripping, yo. That might be the craziest thing I've ever heard y'all say.
She said America is progressive. So, compared to other countries.
I just want to add this in. America is ranked 20th in the prosperity index. So we're not top 10. We're not top 5. We actually just lost 3 places. But go on.
When you
So I
define
know you tried to say
progress,
him that with
Well,
I
you
think the
said because of
implication was that
economics.
with homosexuality we kill off the reproduction, right?
We don't reproduce.
With homosexuality, right?
Correct.
So homosexual people no longer have working organs. Is that what you're implying?
No.
No. And see, it's funny how I'm asking real questions, Q asking off questions.
Well, no,
And
it's
somehow
all
I'm
you guys are
passive
saying it's
aggressive.
off, but you're not answering them.
I mean, they're not that difficult. They're just not that.
So where's the answer to
They're
this?
not that. They're not that well formed. So if men and women do not have sex, babies don't get produced.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
That's
saying
a
people's
fact,
organs
though.
don't work.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
fact.
So there's
that's
no
a
such
fact.
thing as cryobanks, and there was no such thing as surrogates for heterosexual people.
Are we gonna do
Yeah,
that?
there is.
Y'all got to
so they're
make
not
this shit
having
make sense.
sex.
That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
there is.
Make it make
What
sense.
now? Do you think that the women that are going to cryobanks means what? Right? Oftentimes they need assistance. They can't find a mate. Right? They don't find a man they want to mate with, and therefore they go. Right? That's what happens. Right? So, but how do our most babies produce? Through sexual intercourse. So
So
if
y'all
people
saying
aren't
that.
having intercourse, right? If people aren't having intercourse, you're not gonna have babies. I.e., guess who's not producing right now?
So let me say
Right.
this.
Go ahead.
Most hetero people who fuck and have babies have mistake and accident babies. When people choose a cryobank, that's a baby they have
In
by
our community,
choice. And they're
yes.
a lot more responsible with those babies in a lot more instances. If you
What?
just fucking somebody and you wake up the next day pregnant, y'all got to really think about how that is in our society right now. Single moms and single dads, whoop
That's
whoop.
pure.
So
That's
we're not
pure
about. I'm sorry, I
speculation.
just can't.
That's pure speculation. You have no proof of that or data. Go look it up, and I'll share it.
Yeah, but your data from who? We're in America. Your
Go
data come
look
from
it
white
up.
people?
Data that says babies that are born out of a tube are more better taken, more well taken care of.
They are more thought about. Yes, there's resources that are a lot of times put in place for those babies because they've been planned.
Huh?
It ain't no nothing.
How many babies? How
You're
many
going
babies?
off of statistics.
How many
This is
babies are
like
born
real
out of
shit that's happening every day in people's lives.
How many
What
babies
she's
are
saying
born?
is that most people in the
agree with
world
that.
are mistakes. We are not here because our parents planned them.
Come on, Alex. I don't know why.
Like,
Wait, what are you talking about, Alex?
what I'm saying is what Q is saying is that when people go through alternative methods to go ahead and have children, right? We're not talking about man and woman having sex. It's more thought out. They intentionally want those children. In comparison to a lot of people on this earth.
How many
I don't
babies
have the
are
numbers.
born?
Wait a minute, Hamp.
No, because that's bullshit.
Versus other people,
All right,
when
let me
man and
go.
women lay down, most
Look.
people are here by
Talk me
mistake.
to death.
Come on,
Most
Alex.
people are here by
You
mistake.
gotta talk me to death. That shit sounds stupid as hell.
It doesn't
It
sound.
sounds
It makes
stupid
it
because
sound
it's something
stupid,
you don't want to
but
hear.
One. There's a number here. I'm just looking, right? There's no
Okay, again,
babies born
statistics
out of the
pulled by
wedlock.
some. Go ahead.
No, because you don't have no statistics. You're just talking. So it says 40% of babies are born out of wedlock, right? So that means 60% are right, and if therefore they're married and planned, that wouldn't go with your logic.
But who said that, my nigga?
You're
Whose
not really
statistics are
saying
those?
nothing. Dead ass. You're talking about two babies are more
Answer the
viable.
question. Him. Whose statistics are those?
I got a question. Why?
No, B, let him answer. Let him land.
No, go ahead, B. Let me see.
No,
I got a question. Why do
no,
people?
hit one of your buttons. Hit one of your buttons.
Right,
I just asked you a direct question.
Let me look
Whose
up this
statistics
number.
are those?
For this stupid ass question. Let me look up this number. Baby born out of a test tube. Is that what you want to say?
Yeah.
Go ahead, B. Go ahead.
No, I got a question. Why do people always want to question where the statistics come from or statistics? I mean, if Hamp Googles it in and Google says XYZ, how do you question that?
Hey, Brian, don't you niggas question
opinion,
everything from white people when it comes to Google and it make y'all look good? All of a sudden, y'all believe in it?
No.
Like, come on, bro.
No, what I'm saying is, so one night me and Hamp was out and we was talking about worst college degrees. So I Googled in worst college degrees and it lined in what she went to school for, which was communications. That's a bad degree. So she says, where are you getting statistics from and how do you know Google is telling the truth? how do you refute Google? How do you refute statistics? I mean, if
my nigga, it's Google. What are you talking about?
Refute Google?
So look at this. Look at this.
Unless you've done your own independent research.
Hold on. Let them go.
My life is my fucking research. That's why I call cap on you niggas.
But that's just an
look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is from the CDC. 1 to 2% of all U.S. births per year are through in vitro fertilization. What the fuck are you talking about? Like that shit sound crazy.
Yeah, but you can go outside and
1%.
talk to actual real people.
It's the CDC.
Where do you get this shit from?
It's the CDC.
You sound to people. Sit down and have conversations. Go to brunch with somebody. Like these are real life stories, real life situations that people have. I'm not coming on here.
First off, I'm the most popular person on this motherfucking panel. So
then what's the problem? Why you keep reading from Google?
So, like that's not even a thing. We don't want to compare that shit. I'm always outside. But
outside with who?
This is the CDC. These the ones told you to get a shot.
Exactly, and you're trusting their information and spitting it out to your people. Make that make sense, my nigga.
You know what the problem is? You took the Johnson & Johnson. They got you fucked up. That's what it is.
But you're reading off facts from CDC as facts.
So hold on. Hold on. Let me say something. So Q, if you're saying we're going off of CDC, so everything you're talking about is based off of your experiences and who you encounter. So everything I'm saying is based off of my experiences and my encounter. Who's right?
Your truth is your own truth.
So why are we having the conversation then?
So then why question Alex on what progressive is if that is her truth? So then what are you really saying?
But there's a difference between your truth and the truth.
Right. Okay.
And that's what I mean.
But you're not about to say that and that shit roll over. You just said your truth.
Let me finish. Hold on. No. Let me finish.
Truth is their truth.
Let me finish. Your truth and the truth is two different things.
Okay. So what's the truth?
Let me finish. Your truth and the truth is two different things. The reason why America is terrible is because everybody wants their truth to be the truth, which means nobody's aligned, nobody's on the same page because it's all based upon what you feel is true. You do what you feel is right. It leads to destruction. That's nobody working together. That's everybody with their own truths, and nobody wants to see truth. If the wall is white, but because I say it's orange, oh well, it's orange because that's your truth. And whatever your truth is right. Fuck your truth. Fuck my truth. Fuck everybody's truth. The truth is the truth.
That shit didn't make no sense at all, but it sounded nice. So what is the truth?
Somebody in the chat tell me, did that make sense? Your truth and the truth is two different things.
Yes.
Well, Q,
there is no real truth. Everybody's truth is based on their own experience.
You got it.
What are you really saying?
Ring the bell here. Ring the bell. She got it, yo.
As soon as
break
Q
it
said
down,
she get all her facts from outside, I was done then.
When she said what, bud?
She get all her facts from outside because she be outside. I was done then.
but Adrian could say your truth is your truth, my truth is my truth, but the truth is the truth, and that shit didn't go on nobody's head but mine.
Yeah,
make that shit make sense.
That makes perfect sense.
He's not trying.
But so then, what is the truth?
So Q, what you have to
see, every time I ask a question, here come B inserting himself, and you niggas sit here and nobody says nothing.
Okay, I'm back. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. I'm back in. Ring the bell. All right, I need y'all to be quiet. Ask your question. What's your question?
What is the truth?
As regards to what?
Anything. You just said, fuck your truth, fuck my truth. The truth is the truth. Nobody else. That shit went over no one else's head. Make sense.
Because it makes perfect sense. So, but if you're gonna ask me what's the truth, you need to tell me what you want me to tell you the truth about.
Come on, Adrian.
What do you mean? I can't just
make it line up now.
All right. So the truth about what?
You just said, fuck your truth, fuck my truth. The truth is the truth. So what is the truth?
The truth is the truth regarding anything.
You started it. You said my truth.
No, Bob, don't try to co-sign this nigga. Yeah, let him stand on his own too. What is the truth?
The truth about what?
Exactly. Now you see how confusing that sounds.
I got you.
You don't even know.
The truth right now is we got 8 people on YouTube on this live. That's the truth. That's a truth.
That's a canned response to a question you don't know the answer to. That's what I'm saying.
Let me give you the truth about something we were talking about. In terms of me talking about if everybody just goes off of their truth rather than what the truth is. You have everybody being divided. Right?
What is the truth? And when was America not never divided though? Y'all have to bring this shit together.
The truth is, even if you look at us as a community, if you look at anything that you're going to look at as one, so whether it's America, whether it's black people, whether it's black women, white women, whatever, when are they more successful? When everybody is divided and everybody can't be aligned and agreed on one thing. Give me one example of something that in which you're including everybody as a whole, but everybody can have different truths and it still work out and you can still be progressive.
Through advocacy.
My whole point is we don't have a prototype for that, Adrian. When has that ever existed?
Hold on, hold on, because I can give you plenty.
Oh no! Oh, that's Eddie talking shit.
Hold on, because I can give you plenty examples of when people are aligned on one truth, which is the truth, and it works out. Case in point, a football team, you get everybody on the same page, believing the same thing, you're effective. A job, you get everybody on one page, believing the same thing, you're effective. Anything that involves multiple people, when y'all have the same truth and y'all are on the same thing, you will be successful. In America, we're pushed to believe your own truth and do whatever you feel is right as individualism. It's so much individualism, it's no way that you can say, as America, we're growing and being progressive when everything is being separated and continues to be pushed way more than it used to be. So I'm not saying, hey, we ever were perfect, but the push for individualism is at an all-time high, by far.
Was that not part of the foundation of America, though? What is the American dream? For everybody to live in one big ass house? Like, my niggas, come on, y'all. Like,
so hold on, I got a question. Just to make sure I'm not tripping. Does anybody else here does everybody else on the panel understand what I'm saying or no too? Because if nobody else understands it, then I'm like, okay, cool, I'm wrong. I'll go back to the drawing board.
I understand what you're saying.
I understand.
Okay. What about you, Nate? Does it make sense what I'm saying?
I'm kind of feeling what both of you are saying. That's why I kept saying
no. I didn't ask you that. Hold on. I asked a simple question. Does it make? I'm not talking about what Q was saying. Does it make sense with what I'm saying? Yes or no?
Yes, for what you're saying.
Okay,
yes.
Hold on. Alex, is what I'm saying, does it make sense? Aisha, is what I'm saying, does it make sense? Bud, what I'm saying, does it make sense?
Absolutely.
B, what I'm saying, does it make sense?
Absolutely.
Him, what I'm saying, does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Ring the bell.
All right, so I'm gonna pick who I want to translate it for. I'm gonna pick who I want to translate it for. Since it makes sense. So Alex, translate to me what it is that Adrian's saying.
You're right, yo.
No, don't concede. Let Alex translate.
What I think I'm hearing.
Come on, man.
Don't do that. What I think I'm hearing him saying is because we are in a country where everyone has the ability to think and feel different ways. There isn't we're not on one cohesive page to say as a whole we are progressive. But my question with that would be, well, what country would you deemed to be progressive? Because wouldn't there be some type of progression or progressiveness in being able to have your own individuality versus some countries you don't get to think for yourself. The government tells you what to do. So as a whole in America, right, we have some more than others, but as a collective, as a whole, we are progressive in the sense that we have the ability to think and feel whatever it is that we want to feel.
Yes. So then essentially both of us are right. So truth is each other's individual truth. So is that the truth, Adrian? Is that both people are right?
But here's the thing. You were at the end of the day, no. It's not that both people are right because there's still a truth. I just laid down.
Then I'll ask. Does anybody on the panel understand what I'm saying?
You can't ask me a question and then when I talk, you keep interrupting me. So you asked me a question. The truth is it's not opinion based, it's fact based. Hamp is listing you facts and statistics, so we're gonna say, oh, we're the facts and statistics.
Right.
Hold on. So I'm giving you examples of things that we can all relate to. A truth that is not based on nobody's opinion. When you have people on one accord with the same common goal, with the same belief, you are successful. America is not that, so America is not progressive. Alex's initial point was with America being more progressive. My thing is America's not progressive. I'm not saying the other countries are more progressive or they're not. I'm speaking towards us. We are not progressive. Another fact. That's a truth.
But that's a fact according to you. She countered that with her own fact and just said how America is progressive.
How is America progressive? No, because she said, show me another country that is. So, Alex, how is America progressive again? Because maybe I missed it. So, how is America progressive again? And somebody put the definition of progressive so so we can make sure it's lining up. I gotta see that again.
She sent it in the chat.
Hold on, let me click on the private chat.
I would keep saying advocacy. Just want to put that out there. You're advocating right now. That's progression.
So then, what other country that y'all?
No.
I'm asking you.
No, I didn't. But don't answer a question with the question because that's what Q
I
just
already
came
did.
Adrian, you did that to me.
What
are you talking about?
Hold on, y'all talking while I'm talking. Hold on. Y'all talking. Yo, you're not about to overtalk me, yo.
But I am.
Q just said, Adrian, you're answering a question with a question. She checked me on it. Then she said, Bub, don't defend them. She checked them on it. I said, okay, cool. Ask your questions and then I'll answer them. Is that what I did? Yes or no?
Yes.
I asked you hold on. Let me finish. That's it. Hold on. I'm almost done. And then you could go. I'm almost done and then you could go. So I did that. So we're not going to use what I did before as an excuse for you to now do it, especially after I done ate it and now I'm answering questions. So now back to you. I asked you, how is America progressive? And you say, show me another country. I'm not talking about another country. How is America progressive?
Answered your question already.
But I asked you, I told you to ask me again because I might have missed it.
And that's fine. But prior to doing that, answer the question that I asked you 2 minutes ago, which was, what other country would you consider to be progressive?
Oh, probably none.
And that's fact. The fact is, I asked you that question and you did not answer me.
I did because I said I don't know about other countries. I only know about America. I said I don't know about other countries. Okay, listen, I answered your question. I don't know about, hold on. I don't know about other countries. I only know about America. So back to you. How is America progressive again?
And as I had said before, America is progressive in the sense that we have the ability and the freedom here to go ahead and think and feel what we want to, different from everyone else. That is progressive in comparison to other countries, other countries where what the law is, people don't have the freedom to go ahead and I want to work this job, I want to feel this way, I want to practice this religion without retaliation. Here in America, maybe some other places are more progressive. I'm absolutely certain that they are. But we have that, right? When I think of being progressive, I think about when it comes to the LGBTQI community, being able to be in a same-sex relationship and you not be killed. Well, by law, it can be a punishable crime to go ahead and to go against them. I think about that. When I think about being progressive as a country where women have the ability to be educated and they don't have to sneak around, right? That's progressive in comparison to some other countries. So is America the most progressive country? Do we still have racism and classism and things of that nature? Absolutely. But in comparison to some other places, such as those Muslim countries where women can't wear what it is that they want to wear, people can't go ahead and display PDA. Yes, we are more progressive. Now, as individuals, are we all on one accord? Absolutely not. But in comparison to, that is to America.
Ring the bell, Ham. Ring the bell.
Wait, can I ask one more question? After this, then I'm done.
Alex ended right there.
Alex, thank you for that. So my question is, based on how many countries are you able to do that? What you said, be openly gay without being threatened with death or whatever. How many countries is that accepted in, and how many countries is it not?
That is an answer I do not have.
So if you don't know, hold on, Nay, this got nothing to do with you. So if you don't know, if you don't know how many other countries allow it versus don't, how then can you say where we kind of like rank or compare if we really are progressive? So if let's say you had, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know either, but that's why I'm asking you based on what you said, right? So let's say if we look at the countries and let's say 90% of them, that is okay. So if that's okay for the majority, does that really mean we're progressive then? If that's just the same as the majority?
If we are speaking of the majority, if we don't fall into that, no. But going back to the earlier conversation, in comparison to those, 11 or 14 countries, we are more progressive in that aspect. But what did
Okay,
Hamp
we
say?
here.
Number 20?
We here.
Hamp said we were like number 20, right?
In prosperity, yeah.
We here. All right. I appreciate you. I apologize if I came off like because I love y'all, yo. My bad.
A little spicy.
Same here,
Nah, you don't gotta apologize.
Yeah, you fine.
Nah, they family though. They family.
Nah, that's passion, baby. That's passion.
I ain't apologizing for a goddamn thing. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, but nah, you know, I'm gonna hit y'all with some funny shit. But no, for real, I think that we all kind of summed it up, and I don't want to speak for everybody. Y'all could disagree, since you know that's probably what y'all gonna do anyway. But I think that we concluded that progressiveness is what it is to you. So based on definition, it is what it is to Alex. Based on definition, it is what it is to Adrian. And there is no right or wrong. Point blank, period.
Yeah. I think you're right on that point, Q. There's still 12 countries out there where homosexuality is punishable by death. A lot of them are in Africa and the Middle East, primarily, in terms of that outlook. But yeah, I think the progression, like some of the stuff Alex named, I don't think is particularly aggressive. I think progressive. I think it's regressive. So I think that's why Q's point is valid. I just wonder, like, people can call themselves dogs, and you can be a man or a woman or whatever. Like, where does the line get drawn, or does it get drawn when we open that can of worms? Because then, what do we say then about age? Right? If you can be a man and a man can be a woman, and you can be an animal if you want to, where does that line get drawn? I just wonder. Like, is it going to be opened up to pedophilia, bestiality, right? Like, because if we want to just say you can do whatever, these things may become viable as well because everything is accepted. So I just get worried. That's why I don't deem it that progressive. But I think Q's right in terms of progressive being subjective. But in terms of the numbers, you have to go statistics, and statistics is how you prove what is actual. And I think if anybody refutes that statistics don't prove what is actual, because numbers are numbers, I think you're just being disingenuous.
Okay, then I am, cause
yeah, and I think anecdotal experience is great, but if you only go outside in a 12-mile radius, how much do you possibly know? Or how much can you possibly learn, I should say?
Yeah, but you also doing individual research with real people and real experiences in other ways. We have so many resources at our hands. I don't just know people in Connecticut. I don't just know people down the street, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like, that's all where I get my information from. It's hard for me to trust information that people are collecting from different sources. And then it's I guess what I'm saying is, I think those of you who believe wholeheartedly in every word that's in the Bible, it's easier for you to believe in statistics that somebody else created, because the Bible was created by man.
Well, that's not true, and you would have to prove that. It would
kind of go hand in hand that you would just believe whatever somebody else provided to you.
And you know what? Somebody told you that too. See, that's the funny part. Somebody told you that the Bible was created by man, right? But you can't prove that, nor do you know who wrote it, nor have you researched it, right? But somebody told you that thing, right? And then you maybe looked it up and read it, and now you know what happened.
No, I just know how handwriting in English works.
No. Here's what happened. Though. You got indoctrinated. And that's the problem. Somebody indoctrinated people to say the Bible was written by man.
There are probably people who say that because of that, but let that sink in for a minute, Ham. Who the fuck wrote the Bible?
So if you're indoctrinated, you were somebody taught you to believe that. You understand that, right?
No, I was actually brought up to believe in Christianity in the church. Mm-hmm. Who wrote the Bible though?
And then the indoctrination,
it came from, it just dropped out the sky and stayed the way it is. And then we got like 16 different variations of it. I mean, how many are there?
The indoctrination makes you say that stupid shit. How many Bibles are there? How many Bibles are there?
Nah.
How many Bibles are there?
How have you ever stepped away from everything that you've been taught?
But watch this. Do you know what translation is?
The Bible?
No, do you know what translation means?
Yeah, come on, son.
I'm asking you.
Go make your point and go with where you're going.
Well, because you're saying that there's 60 different versions. No, if something's written in this language, right, and then somebody translated it into another language, it's literally the same thing, but in a different language. Now, what you're referring to is transliteration, means I see a paragraph you wrote, and then I put my spin on it, right? So you got to understand what you're saying in the first place, But when you indoctrinated to say that.
But even if I co-sign what you're saying, the point being is who wrote the Bible? Did it fall out of the sky and then go from King James to New Revised Standard to all this other shit?
Let me ask you a question.
Nah, see, here we go again. A question.
No, I'm about to answer. I'm gonna blow that shit to smithereens. So, when somebody writes a book, right, is the author the person that pins it? Huh?
The person that prints it, you said?
Pins it.
Pins it.
Every time a book is written and published, is the author the person that pins it?
I wouldn't think so.
No.
Okay, then. Right? So this was dictated to men, and men wrote it down. So the Most High is the author.
Right, but that's what you believe him. That's what you believe. So basically, you're gaslighting because you're telling me that what I've been indoctrinated to is what every other person has been indoctrinated to.
Have you read it?
Nah, we're not about to do that.
Have you read it?
The Bible?
Yeah.
Of course.
No, you haven't.
It's a book, my nigga.
Is the word nigga in the Bible?
I don't know. Is the word nigga in the Bible?
See, you never read this shit because you remember that. Guess what else is in the Bible? Chattel slavery on ships. But you haven't read it, you don't know that.
Name any book that you've read outside of the Bible that you remember verbatim. Like you're not going to sit here and play me on this podcast.
There's 80 books in the Bible. I know all of them.
That's great, and you have to do that in order.
Hold on, that's 80 books. You just told me.
But you got to be on the level you
want
with the Bible in order to put that shit in people's minds.
No, well, what I'm saying is you said the shit you said. So I'm just refuting that shit because I'm tired of y'all saying that dumb shit out loud and people just let it slide. Y'all got to stop that shit.
But it goes back to everything that we've been talking about. Your truth is your truth. My truth is my truth. And my truth is not based on something somebody indoctrinated to me. And you're going to stand on your square and say what you know is not what somebody indoctrinated to you.
But you didn't research. Somebody just told you that.
But how do you know that?
Because you never read the shit. That's unfair to keep saying shit and you don't really have any bearing. You just heard it before.
Again, any book that you read, name everything in that book, word for word, verbatim, outside of the Bible.
There's 80
you asked me
books.
if I read it, not if I
There's
studied
80 books. I can't get one of them.
Fuck out of here with that shit.
You can't memorize 80 books.
You asked me if I've read the Bible, not if I've studied the Bible. Yes, I've read the Bible. But you study the Bible for the purpose of using it for your own intentions.
But you shit on the Bible, not having read it or studied it. So you should stop doing it.
I've read it. Did I study it? That's another question.
Nigga,
I don't have the Bible memorized in my mind verbatim, word for word. That's some shit you've done.
But what I'm saying is y'all be shitting on it and you never even studied it or researched.
Nah, I said it was written by man. Then I asked you who wrote it. Then you asked the question with a question. So here we are.
Because I had to bring context to you to get you to understand.
Exactly. And that is the point. That's your intention. That's why you studied that shit.
No, I didn't even say nothing about the Bible to get you to understand. Remember?
But that's my whole point. You could go back and forth with somebody about the Bible and take pride in that shit because you've studied it for the purpose of imparting it on people.
We going back and forth about you saying it was written by man. That's what we're going back and forth about.
Okay, so who wrote it?
The Most High. I said that already.
And then you said
I ain't stutter.
Okay, and then who put it in a written form?
What did I ask you about authoring and penning a book?
Exactly. You said.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
come on,
hey, bro. Listen, you're not really saying nothing, my nigga.
I am.
Like dead ass, but
the truth. I really am.
The truth thing is what's scaring Adrian, right? Because that shit is dangerous as hell. So what if a man says, right? Because if you're saying, like people say, people have these feelings and these emotions, so they become transsexual in some way, shape, or form. They're attracted to men to men, women to men, so on and so forth. So why would we then not get to a point where people justify being attracted to children?
Nobody on this panel said nothing against that, though, when you said that.
No, but that's what Adrian's saying. When everybody's truth is just all accepted, That's the danger, right? So that's why he's saying all truth is truth. That's not. He's saying there's a truth, and then people can have their truths, but that their truth shit is gonna get us somewhere where we don't want to go.
But all I'm saying is the Bible was written by a man. Like
you got your boots smoked. Yo,
put him in the fucking bed.
Q get on my nerve. Don't drink no more of that shit you drinking right there. Shanae, I seen you.
I love y'all.
I love you. I seen you. Shanae, I seen you flash dancing every time Q say something. What the fuck you got to say?
Exactly.
No, actually, I was disagreeing with Q at that moment because I was like, that's what Adrian was actually getting at. Sorry, but that's what Adrian was kind of getting at with the progression part. And so I agree with you what you're saying. If we're talking about progression, it can lead to other things, which is the pedophilia. She kept going back to the whole, but what about the Bible? And I'm like, I get what you're saying, but we're trying to talk about the progression part. So I didn't agree with Q in that aspect. I was kind of team Adrian. I'm sorry, Mike.
AW, put your laptop away.
Yeah, but Alex has some good points, especially about the driving. Women in Afghanistan, I might be wrong, but I think it's Afghanistan. I think they've just been able to drive like 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's very
women were able to drive. Yep. So I think we do have some progression there, but I think in a lot of things we probably, like Q was saying, progression or being progressive is subjective.
It is, yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah, I like it, man. Ish, how many times I had to ring the bell?
Quite a few.
And then why wouldn't nobody let you talk, B?
Who knows?
Yo, man, B, I ain't gonna let them do that shit. Adrian and Q, don't do that to B no more.
But I don't never go back and forth with people for real.
Somebody say sorry to that nigga, man.
Listen, I couldn't talk because A Mike took him out. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
How many times do B take over the conversation with his story?
Because at the end of the day,
few episodes, B got a 10-minute story every episode. Let me tell you about this one time.
But I kept saying, I was like, it's the advocacy part. I totally got what Alex was saying was exactly what I was thinking. So I kept saying advocacy. That's what it boils down to. You advocate for what you believe in. That's the progressive part.
Both sides. You seen a Mike who was saying something completely different than Alex. So which side you on?
Which side am I on? Okay. Listen, I was actually on
spice for everybody today.
Yeah, she came guns blazing. But at the end of the day, for Alex, I totally agree. We're the only country where we can actually speak up and say things. We can advocate for what we believe in, what is the truth.
You're not the only country.
I personally feel like we're probably the only country that, well, then again, I can't speak for other countries, but I see in America, because I live here, we actually can do that. We can actually speak up for what we believe in. A lot of countries,
but haven't we always been able to do that? When you date back to the Constitution.
No, but as you see more and more, now women have the right to vote because somebody was advocating and saying we need to progress and move forward to be able to do things like that. Okay, well, I want to be with the same sex, so now I'm going to advocate for that. So we're progressive in that aspect. So,
but
Alex was right.
Like Adrian was saying, though, the shit is getting out of control, though.
And I agree with that too. Yeah.
And I ain't even gonna lie, because I'm petty as hell. I'm testing the waters right now at my job, though, publicly, like on some for real shit. Like, I tell everybody to call me king now, and I want to see how far it's gonna go. As soon as a higher up come to me and say, "Listen, now they can't call you king," you know what's gonna be my rebuttal?
What?
Why not? Why can't they call me king? That's what I identify as.
It's advocacy. You advocate for what you believe in.
You have the right to do that.
Exactly. We are a country where we can do that. You can advocate for what you believe in. You believe you are a king. You feel like you are a king. You go ahead and advocate. I'm a king, and I want to be called.
I ain't get no rebuttal yet. But I'm waiting though. I ain't getting no rebuttal yet, but I'm waiting. I'm prepared.
Yeah, if you identify as a king, right? Because that's really what it is. That shit is scary, bro. I don't let nobody infringe on my First Amendment.
saying,
I call
see?
spade a spade, dog a dog, a boy a boy. I don't know. That shit is weird, man. Ish, how you feel though? Like you got a kid, and then you're a single mom. Like that shit is real out here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you have to have your own moral standard in your own home and teach them in the home first before they go out and listen to what someone else is saying to them at the school or outside. You have to set the standard at home.
But as because you got to deal with kids a lot. Who's the greatest influencer in a kid's life? Per what they would say. Isn't it the
Their
friends?
peers, yeah.
That's the only thing, you know what I mean? And it's just I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Interesting. And we didn't even get to the motherfucking.
Q, man. Q try to set off that bomb.
I'm on some, but y'all awake and shit. Fuck out of here.
Yo, Q I like how she say something, she mute and then lean back and then lean back.
Pause for effect.
I wish her hat would fall off. She get on my nerve tonight.
But you already know the first thing I do when I see you camp is give you a big ass hug, my nigga.
Oh yeah, definitely. Look. That's how you know I got tight. I just started talking about how popular I am and shit. I'm like, that shit wild corny.
Bruh. Put him in the fucking bed. Get him out of here. Come on.
I was thinking, Q, like, damn, do I be talking to niggas? Hold on. I be talking to hella niggas. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, that shit funny, man. That shit funny, man. Listen, man, we got to save that other one, bro. Cause I don't want to, cause that one gonna get spicy too. You feel me? So listen, man. I even say this all the like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. We're streaming on Apple, Anchor, Spotify, and all that. We're streaming right now on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, of course. But the best experience, make sure you tune into YouTube. And look, share the stream right now. You know what I'm saying? This show is awesome. This is definitely what's it called when you can watch it twice and shit like that? Replay value. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Q. She been eating her Wheaties lately. So I fuck with it. But a lot of that shit we gotta reanalyze, man, for sure. You know. So listen, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I don't really fuck with Jerry Springer, but I do like one of his constructs. Isha, final thought.
Your truth is your truth. My truth is my truth. And the truth is the truth.
B.
We live in a fucked up country.
Oh my God. Damn, B. Bub.
Yo, I ain't never going back and forth with Q. That's
oh shit. Miss Nay.
Progression is being able to advocate for what you believe in. And I agree, Bub. Don't go back and forth with Q.
Adrian.
Hey, y'all, listen, y'all. Seriously, we got to be careful and not think about stuff that's okay in the moment. We got to think about our kids and our future. We are opening some doors that we're not going to be able to close with everybody believing their truth and everybody's truth is okay. We need to close this stuff up. I don't know how we got to the place to where it's okay to be an animal and people have to accept that, but we got to be careful and start making decisions based off of what's best for our kids and not ourselves, y'all.
Alex.
I don't know if it's the mic. I don't know if it was the pink shirt or the name.
Yo.
I'm not here for all of that type of stuff.
Word. Q.
Shit, you already know. Live your truth. You know what I'm saying? Your truth is your truth. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what everybody got to say. Explore this world for yourself. Go on your own personal journeys in life and extrapolate how you feel. Get the information that you need and fuck everybody opinion. Live your motherfucking life.
Yeah, man. I think we should bring shaming back. Cause I'm sick and tired of motherfuckers just doing any goddamn thing. Cause I care about all the kids. And I coach high school football while I retired, but the influence from, what these kids get influenced by is amazing and scary at the same time. And they're intelligent and they got so much access to information along with each other. I just think that, the stuff that they getting into is stuff that our country ain't gonna come back from. So I just worry about all the kids, let alone my own, especially these young black boys, So damn, man, I had fun. Like, share, subscribe. We're gonna save this one right here.
we didn't even get to it.
We didn't even get to it. Well, that's gonna be Spock. Here's Shanae now.
Why gotta be me?
I know you, Negro. You're gonna be snapping, contradicting yourself, acting like a windshield wiper. I know what time it is. Listen, man, like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and we out.
Let's get it.